Hello Cancer, this is Natasha from Sapphire Sky Tarot. I'm here to do your monthly reading for June 2020. So I've already pulled out a few cards. I have here a lot of swords energy. We have the Queen of Swords, Four of Swords, Three of Swords, and Hermit card right off the top. The Queen of Swords, I am getting the energy that it's somebody that is not you. So this is somebody that you're dealing with. And they have this energy of baiting you. So it's almost like gaslighting, where whenever they speak to you, they speak to you in a way that makes you feel like it was your idea, and then you walk away from a scenario and all of a sudden you're like, hey, how did I just get tricked into this? It's that kind of energy. And the reason why I say that is because her sword is in the ground with this particular card, and so it just makes it I'm getting this really sneaky attitude where there's nothing forthright coming from whoever this person is. And the Four of Swords, I do want to say, is you. The Four of Swords is longing for a rest, but there's something about this particular swords today that is talking to your higher power. So I feel like there's been a neglect of a higher power here for you. And what's really going to move you forward with this relationship, or protecting yourself, or whatever it is that you need to do, because there's more than one person probably listening to this, and it could be several scenarios. Search within yourself. Meditation might be a really good example of how to self-care. You really want to take care of yourself through ways of faith. The reason for this is because there's been so much heartache that's happened to you in the past that you may not have a good understanding of where to go from here. So this is the energy that keeps coming around. I'm getting a cyclical feeling from this. So it's like you have a bad relationship with your father, and so whenever you start dating, you have that same kind of poor relationship coming forth for you, and then you just keep recycling that same attitude, where the people that come into your life uphold the same kind of bad relationship that you had with your father or your mother. And there's a lesson to be learned there. So there's a breaking of the cycle. The Hermit card is confirming that this Four of Swords, where it's also about keeping the faith, but it's also about doing the inner work and doing the inner research, and it can be a balancing act, but there's something there for you, and there's going to be a wisdom there, and there's going to be fruition there. And when you do take the time for yourself, you're going to find that there's some benefits there. We'll pull out a few more cards. We have the Seven of Wands, Two of Cups. Yeah, see, there we go. So we're getting the energy of the things that are to come. And then we have the Three of Cups. So now we're into the Cups cards. So Cups deal with a lot of the emotional aspects of the self. So the Seven of Wands is you sticking up for yourself. It's going to be very important for you to learn how to do that with healthy boundaries, and not kind of deteriorate all the relationships you have. Now, you can't control whether somebody stays or goes, or what somebody's reaction is going to be, but it's going to be really important that you put up really healthy boundaries, and those boundaries are going to help you get the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups. So the Two of Cups here is traditionally a lover's card, and the Three of Cups is a celebration. I would say the friendship card for you in this reading. And if you look at these two together, it's socializing, and it's all healthy energy. It's stuff that you've manifested. It's you having replenished the energies of the ones that you really want to be with. Putting in the time and effort and focus on somebody or several people or a group of people who really nourish your soul. And I think that's what you're missing right now, is a nourishment of the soul. So we have the Nine here of Fire, and the Four of Air. And I am going to pull the last card right off the top, and then we'll do the reading. And then we have the Ten of Water, which is beautiful. So I'm just going to leave that out for a second. So the Nine of Fire and the Four of Air. I do love this energy right here. If you look at the picture on the card, she's almost wielding this energy, this star energy, this energy where she could create whatever it is. And if you look closely too, it's a co-creation with the universe. And the reason why I say that is there's these little dragonfly looking things on the card, which is really beautiful. And so this is your turn to co-create with the universe and bring in the people and the healthy people that you want. And the Four of Air is just reminding you that it's going to be a little bit of a process. It is about self-care. That's just reaffirming a lot of the stuff that we've already said in the earlier part of the reading. And then we have here our Ten of Water. Our Ten of Water is really beautiful. It's usually it symbolizes a closing out of a cycle, but for this, yes, it's closing out a cycle of getting rid of the people who are not good for you. But what I want to say too is I'm getting this energy of peace. There's a completeness of it, if you will. So instead of it being a closure and a moving on to the next phase, this is more of a I've accomplished the things that I've wanted to accomplish with my life. And this Ten of Water is really just encompassing all the things that you've worked really hard for, and it's been very successful for you. All right, have a wonderful June.